There are non-black women who are as successful or more than you are who are married.
Yeah,
Black
with
women, yeah.
stay-at-home dads.
Excuse me?
I said with stay-at-home dads.
Fuck is wrong with you?
I'm sorry, what are you
Fuck is wrong
asking?
with you? You said there's women who are as successful or more as you, and they're married and they got a stay-at-home dad. Their husband
I mean,
stays at home.
not all of them, but a lot of them do have stay-at-home dads. A lot of them do, yes. And that's
They
mean.
their husbands are stay-at-home.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
And you
I
said
mean,
that like it's a bad, like you said that like you said.
I'm not speaking for
Don't talk to me. You said it like it's a bad thing. Then buy a goddamn dog. See, now we got the problem right here. Now we got the problem. You ain't nobody yet. You in medical school. You ain't done shit yet. And you're already looking down at women who doing better than you and judging their situation.
Oh, no, I'm not looking down.
But all women who are married don't have stay-at-home whatevers. And what I need you to understand is how jacked up of a mindset that is.
Mm-hmm.
What's your issue with men?
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you go back? What's the issue?
Yeah, there are women who are men intimidated by more women who are successful. My point is that ain't you yet. You're not there. You hope to be successful 4 years from now. That is not an issue. So whoever you're meeting on social media right now are meeting the in debt student loan, college student, medical student.
I'm on a full ride. So let's
all
just
right. You ain't got shit yet. But ego, which is coming out. A lot of goddamn ego. And the more I push, the louder you get. Shut up. You don't got nothing yet. When I said there are women who are as successful or more successful than you who are married, the first thing you did was take a shit on their husband with stay-at-home dads. And what I say? Buy a goddamn dog and die alone. So it's not so women, the what you're talking about, it's not your profession, it's your attitude. Go listen to this last 5 minutes and how it just went in the ditch based upon your attitude. Man, there are women who are the CEO of Pepsi is a submissive woman.
How do you define submissive? Because I feel
respectful cooperation.
So are you implying that I'm not submissive?
I don't know what you are or not.
Right. So because I would definitely.
What I do get is you're asking about something you're not yet. It's not relevant.
No, I
and then when I said that there are women who are as successful or more successful than you're going to be, who are married. The first words out of your mouth was, with stay-at-home husbands. You think that was a positive statement towards that woman and her man?
It's not. No, people have their own. People can do whatever they want to do.
Was it a positive? Was it a positive statement?
It wasn't a negative one.
It was not okay. Wasn't a positive statement. Now, see, this is where we get to. This is why it tends to be so difficult to date our professional women. And that's not you an attorney or physician. Remember I say the two groups of women that high value men tend to avoid, because it takes a certain personality to become a lawyer, a doctor. A lot of these folks have this thing called a God complex. Men or women, doesn't matter, all the same. Tend to have that. But so what? So what? If you're dating men who are beneath you, the question is, can you date men that are above you?
You say you. For
Can you
sure.
date? Can you date men that you have to prove something to?
For sure. I would
All right
prefer to.
then. All right then. Why would a man that you have to prove something to be intimidated by you?
I was asking a question. I wanted clarification.
I understand the question,
Mhm.
but it's not germane to who you are right now.
No,
I
I agree
said
with that.
stop looking for problems, and I said better. I know what I said. I'm not going to play the gaslight thing. I know what I said. I know how we got here. And the bottom line is this, man. You may be a surgeon or whoever. Bottom line is, if you want a man of a certain caliber, you're going to have to bring something to the table, because you can be a doctor. That's fine. But you're competing with the women around him.
hmm
And he's going to want a woman who is going to be on his program. And you got a whole career out there. And in our culture, our women are not typically known to want to sit back and take a back seat to a man. Y'all tend to want to have be side by side with us. So all this is a balancing act. Here's what I would say. Look at your colleagues or people who are married, and look at how they balance it. Look at your female colleagues who are going to do what you do, and look at how they balance it. All their husbands aren't stay-at-home dads. They can't be. And even if they are, let's just say that they are. They chose them, and they're getting better outcomes. So, all right. I think far too many of our women just have this low level lack of respect and contempt for men.
There is something that is completely wrong with some women, and at least going forward, we learn why some women remain single or why some women are left behind by men. I think it's because of how they think and the way they talk. Look, Kevin just made a proper statement by saying there are some women that are more successful than you that are married. Remember, this modern woman is a medical student that is about 23 years old, 25 years old. And she made the statement by saying that those women that are successful and are married are having stay-home dads, or simply having stay-home fathers, stay-home husbands. Now, that's a statement that has turned off Kevin Samuels and has led to all this. Sometimes the way we talk has made us lose deals. Sometimes our tone, our language has made us lose big things in life. She's a medical student. She wants to be successful like any other person. But sometimes the way you talk, the way you speak, the tone, it puts people, it's not something that is ideal for some people. Unfortunately, we're not able to see her face, but if only her face was shown, she would have been a red flag to many men, because she could be successful in her medical field or her medical career that she's pursuing. And look, she may think of getting married, and the men would be worried to marry such a woman because she would put the man, or she would force the man to be a stay-home husband. And that's something that is a problem in this entire dialogue. And that statement alone puts men off, puts Kevin Samuels off, and I don't believe even you yourself that has just had her speak that's put you off. We need to judge our language. Sometimes you being a president, you being a lawyer, you being a doctor, you being an engineer, you being rich, we need to think about how we speak, when you speak, and what you speak. Because that statement has angered Kevin Samuels, and I want to believe it has angered you as a man that has just watched this video. Why would she say that? There are so many women out there that are having successful marriages, happy homes, even when they are successful. Kevin just brought an example of the CEO of Pepsi, a woman that is successful in her role but having a very happy home. There are so many people out there that are rich and are happy with their husbands. But when you come out here and you simply put it out that almost her statement was like all successful women have stay-home husbands, basically. A completely wrong statement brought at a wrong time and in the wrong forum. Because we all know what Kevin Samuel is doing. He's simply advocating for men. He's simply making the ground leveled for men and women to compete. But look, the statement alone angers Kevin, angers the men, and I don't believe it has angered even you, the listener to this video. I want to believe that if only her face was shown, she would have lost a lot. She would have been cancelled online. Unfortunately, Kevin kept her face private because she requested so at the beginning of the video. So if you're a woman out there, it's important for you to watch how you speak, when to speak, and how to speak maybe in public. Because some statements may hurt people. Give an example. You're speaking to a congregation of black men or black people or a black congregation, and you're speaking of more of the white's priorities, you are certain that it will anger the black community. Things of that nature need to be addressed in a different forum, in a different place, and even a different person addressing them. Not a young girl. She's a young female that is simply still pursuing or still studying a medical course. But look at the statement she's making. She's not yet successful. She's not yet there. She hasn't even yet gotten employment. But she has it in her mind that most, or in fact, successful women have stay-home husbands. A very wrong statement, a very wrong narrative that has been built in her mind, that has been built in her soul. And I have to believe it is something that she has been talking about even with her friends. So guys, be mindful to the women we bring closer to ourselves. Be mindful to your friends, because if you have a friend that thinks like her, it's high time you distance them, because they will influence you to think the same even when their thoughts are wrong. Well, I think you heard what Kevin Samuel's reply to her, and I would like to hear your thoughts. What would be your reply to her? What would be your thoughts? What would you reply her, having heard what she has just said? What would you say? Guys, just leave your comments, your thoughts in the comment section. And I believe everyone will be watching this video. They'll learn something out of this, and I think you will cancel her. Let's meet in the next video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, for sharing the video and liking. Be blessed. Have a nice time.